my fellow citizens, including so many of the people I put my life at risk to defend, are downplaying or outright denying what happened.
When you hear people saying, let's just move on as a country, what's your response to that?
I mean, that's an arrogant thing for someone to say that was not there. If the 850 MPD officers picked up the phone and called me tomorrow and said, hey man, we just want to move on, we're done, then I might rethink what it is that I'm doing. But I know that that's not the case, and I would hope that my experience that day would give people pause to think about fear-mongering and hateful rhetoric. On the macro level, it's representative of something deeper, more troubling that we've been experiencing in this country.
So let's go ahead and hit play.
All right, so I've just come out of the crypt, which is in the circular area just beneath the rotunda. I'm with my partner, Jimmy Albright. That's him at the front of the screen here. I think a lot of officers don't want to focus on what they experienced on January 6th because of not just how difficult the experience was, but reliving it while others are trying to diminish it is also very difficult. I didn't know what to expect. That was me. It's the first time I came face to face with this particular violent group. From everyone I spoke with, this seemed to be the apex or kind of the pinnacle of the violence that day. Was at this particular tunnel entrance.
You guys fight the right people.
And there really wasn't even enough room to deliver, strikes. I mean, you were just like crushed up against these guys. All you could rely on was, your own body weight and then the body weight of the officers behind you that were also pushing. And I told them that we had injured officers inside and we were just trying to get those doors closed. And you can see what happens afterwards. It's like all hell breaks loose.
That's my hand when you're good. Push him back!
And you'll see here, like, we're starting to lose ground. And now I'm pushed into the doorway. And you can hear the rioters on the other side, like, yelling, push, push. This is not an organized response. This is officers fighting for their lives. And then some individuals grabbed me and pulled me out into the crowd.
I got an officer, what?
And you can see I'm just being attacked from all sides. And when you hear me screaming out, that was when I was being tased. I remember vividly thinking about the individuals that were surrounding me and assaulting me, some of whom were trying to get a hold of my gun. And I remember thinking, well, they're trying to kill me. Deadly force is an option here. But is it the best option for me to survive this situation? And ultimately, I concluded that it was not. I looked for other means to survive. And so I told them that I had kids. That's the last thing I really remember is I said that I wanted to go back inside.
Mike, stay in there, buddy. Mike, it's Jimmy. I'm here.
I think while initially I had kind of an outpouring of support from officers within my department, that quickly dissipated. The time is not to move on until we've paused, taken an account as to what led us to January 6th. Not just the Trump administration, not just from the rhetoric that he peddled or that his supporters peddled, but what led us to that?